Hey Max, guess what? I'm not going to drink any more soda pop.
Cool story, bro.
Why can't you just be supportive?
I only hear about Fortnite, Minecraft, and pounding Red Bull.
Stinking punk kid. Oh, hey Pete, guess what? I'm giving up soda pop.
Good for you, buddy. You know, I had a pretty bad Coke problem back in the 80s.
Oh, you used to drink a lot of pop too?
Not exactly, pal.
Well, see you later. Man, I am thirsty. Time for some water.
Water? Honey, don't you want something sweet?
Hey, listen, the thing is...
Come on, just a little sip. I'll make you feel good.
No, I don't want you anymore.
Oops, looky there. My lid fell off.
No. No. Stop.
That's it, sugar. Just a taste.
Not today, Satan.
I said drink me, fat boy.
No. 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 Oh, it was just a dream. Or was it? Welcome back, friends and well-wishers, to another episode of Quarter Ton of Fun. It's your buddy Ryan here, and today we're going to talk about soda pop, my biggest addiction, the biggest problem I think I've had with weight and health. And yes, I call it pop. I said soda pop in the title because I know some people are soda, some people are pop. Comment down below. Are you team soda? Are you team pop? What do you like to call it? I know some people in the South just call it all Coke, I've heard, so... we call it pop here in the Midwest, okay? I like to have a pop now and then. I like to drink my pop. So today we're going to talk about pop and how I got started with my dark mistress, as I like to call her, is, as I mentioned in the previous video about my history with weight, my dad was a huge pop drinker, and he was a diet pop drinker. I'm not. I drink the full octane, give me, the high grade stuff. So as a young man, I learned to drink a lot of pop. We always had it in the house. It was always available. And it got to the point where, as I said before, I never drank water. I never drank milk. I never drank anything other than pop and sugary fruit juices because that's what we had around. Or maybe like Kool-Aid, things like that. Stuff with a lot of sugar in it. And even with the diet pop, I've tried the diet pop over the years, and you're still dealing with a lot of sodium. You're dealing with the artificial sweeteners. You're dealing with the bloating, the caffeine. There's just a lot of things. You're better off just drinking water if you can, or something equivalent. If you hear a bell, that's our cat running through. Hi, Kayla. Pop was a big, big deal for me, and it continued to get bigger and bigger in my life. It got to where I was drinking a case of pop a week. And then it got to where I was drinking more and more and more until finally, over the last 10 years or so, I was probably averaging a 2 liter of pop a day. Every single day. And some days more. There were days I drank 2 whole 2 liters, 4 liters of pop in a day. That... so on a daily basis, I was taking in 1,000 calories or more of pure sugar water with no nutritional value to it, on top of what I was eating, which was bad, on top of it. But imagine anyone who counts their calories or has a sort of an estimate of what you're eating in a day. Imagine now every single day you're eating an additional 1,000 calories on top of it. Terrible thing to do. It's awful for you. And I was doing it. And I felt awful. I always felt bloated. I always felt bloated, fatigued. I had a lot of trouble sleeping, probably because of all the caffeine, I imagine. I just felt gross all the time when I was drinking the pop, but I loved the flavor of it. And a lot of people ask, well, what do you like about the pop? Is it the flavor? Is it the fizziness? Is it the caffeine? Yes, it's all of those things for me. I just love the taste of it. I love the fizziness. I love the caffeine rush that you get, although after a while that kind of wears off because you become almost immune to the amount of caffeine you're taking in, you know? Kind of like people who drink a lot of coffee, right? So for me, it got to be a serious problem. And it got to the point where I honestly was basing my life around pop and decisions about pop. And what really struck a chord with me is shortly before my weight loss journey began. And this isn't the thing that pushed me into it. Another teaser, that'll be in a future episode. What struck a chord with me is I saw an online questionnaire for people with drug dependency. And I read through it, and as I was reading it, in my mind, knowing that I didn't have a drug dependency, but I knew I had a food dependency, I knew I had a pop dependency, so I sort of replaced pop for drugs in it, and I'm reading through it, and it's like, do you change daily plans to obtain drugs? Pop. Yes, I would change what I was doing on the given day. There were days where I would base my whole day, okay, I have to stop at the store and get pop, or I'm not going to have time to go to the store, so I need to stop at the gas station and get a pop, even though it costs like 3 times as much to buy it at the gas station. Or there were times where there were snowstorms outside, and I hate driving in snow and ice. I absolutely hate it. And for most things, I wouldn't do it. I would avoid it at all costs. But if there was no pop in the house, and there was a foot of snow outside, my fat ass would be out there digging my way to the car so I could run up to the store and get a pop. That is sad. Those are the acts of an addict. And I realized it wasn't drugs, it wasn't alcohol, but I was an addict for pop.
Hey man, you got any of the sweet stuff?
Sweet stuff?
Yeah, man, you know, pop, soda, fizzy gold, ambrosia, the carbonated beverage of the gods.
Oh, no. Sorry. I'm not drinking it anymore.
Oh, come on, man. Don't hold out on me. I'll do stuff. Wink.
Do stuff? Like what?
I think you know what I mean.
No. I don't want that.
Well, fine then. I guess you can mow your own lawn.
Oh. You meant like yard work?
Well, yeah, that, or else I could them all over me.
Oh.
What do you think of my indecent proposal?
Just get the hell out of here.
Well, fine. If you'll excuse me, I'm off to find some pop bottles and public trash cans so I can slurp up the remnants.
Wow. I am glad I got pop out of my life, and I hope I never ever go back to being like that guy. Now, if you want to interact with the show, there's a number of ways you can do it. First off, comment down below. Subscribe to the channel, and when you do, a little bell will pop up. Click on it, and every time I post a video, that'll be every Tuesday, it's going to remind you so you can come and get a load of all this, baby. Sorry, that was creepy. You can follow me on Twitter at QuarterFun, or if you want to email me, it's aquartertonofun@gmail.com. You can email me anything you want to know. Questions, hate mail, fan mail. I take it all, baby. Now, the one last thing I want to do is I have a little call to action for you guys. Beyond sharing this video and spreading the word, I want to know from you, if you're a pop addict, if you're someone, you don't even have to be an addict, if you're just a fan of soda pop, what's your favorite brand? Dr. Pepper, as we saw in the beginning of this, was always my poison. And it didn't even have to be Dr. Pepper. It could be the store brands. Dr. Pop, Dr. K, Dr. Awesome, Dr. Fizz. Hell, he didn't even need a doctorate. Mr. Pibb was welcome to the party, baby. So for you, what kind of pop was your favorite? What was your poison? Comment down below and let me know. I'm curious to find out what other people like. All right, with all that out of the way, it's time for Weekly Weigh-In. Well, crushing news once again, fans. I'm still too big to be measured by my scale. So I'm somewhere north of 550 pounds. But we're not going to use that as a demotivator. We're not going to use that to fall into depression. We're going to use that to say someday I will step on that scale and it will weigh me. And on that glorious, glorious day, I'll have one thing to say to that damn scale.
Is it moo?
Damn you, scale. Damn you to the pits of hell. I'm sorry. He gets to me. He's annoying. I don't like him. But I do like you guys, and I want you to remember this. If you're watching this, if you're out there, whatever shape or size you are
Damn sexy.